Hi guys, welcome back again to Grownus podcast. My name is Catherine, your host, and I'm so excited today because we are having our first video. Yes, I'm so excited, guys. I hope you can show my face. So I put out a poll a while ago on whether or not I should start doing videos for Grownus, and well, I got a few responses, a few which said that I should just chill and relax and stop complicating things. But I am who I am. I love to complicate things. Do I? I don't know. But I am starting to do videos because, well, aside from those that told me to chill, there's some people who, one, I realized cannot access the various podcast platforms, that is Spotify, Google Podcast. I tried solving that by starting a Telegram channel, but that also did not work. So these guys said some of them said they prefer to watch videos to just listening to podcast, and plus YouTube is easily accessible for literally everyone on planet Earth, yeah, which is our goal. I don't know. Anyway, welcome back again to Grownus podcast. I am Catherine, again your host, if you didn't know. Well, this is the face that is behind all those previous episodes that did not have videos. Yes, so that is out of the way. The reason as to why we are going to be having the audio version and the video version.
Welcome to Grownus Podcast, a podcast by Catherine, a grown-ass woman, showing you the way around this world of grown-ups. Just kidding. Don't you very wish there existed such a podcast by such a person? Lol, sorry to disappoint, it's just me, a young girl, Grownus in her mind, sharing her experience in this adulting journey. So again, welcome to Grownus Podcast.
So on today's episode, I wanted to talk about consistency and productivity, because I think that those two go hand in hand. Yeah. I know that everyone who listens to this podcast knows by now. You all know that consistency is definitely not my strongest area. And so as someone, I have had this issue, I think, for not for a very long while, because I think I was very consistent as a child with being productive, just doing it organized. I don't know where that changed.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from. But of late, I've been doing a little research on productivity, productive habits, healthy habits. I watched tons and tons of YouTube videos. I read books on all of this. And so I wanted to share with you some of the what is the word?
Do it! Just do it!
So I wanted to share with you some of the solutions. I wanted to say
It was at this moment that he knew
What did you say, nigga?
I wanted to say
he fucked up.
So I wanted to share with you some of the things that I picked up from these various resources that I want to try out, and I'm going to document my whole journey of trying these tips that I'm going to share with you right now, and then we're going to test them out and see if we are going to increase my productivity days and reduce the days that I'm usually in an extremely deep rut. Because I usually have waves. Like, I can have 2 weeks of extreme productivity, and then from the third week, like, everything just starts to go down. And by the time I get to the 4th week, I'm in a rut, a very deep one. It usually takes weeks for me to get out of. So these tips, I picked them from a couple of YouTubers, and this one book that I read, I think in April, should be in April or May, I don't know. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. You've probably seen it, you've probably heard of it, you've probably even read it. I don't know, because so many people are reading the book right now. I think it's all over Instagram. So I think first of all, it's a really good book. I enjoyed it. It took me a while to read it because I wanted to savor. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I wanted to like pick every little tiny detail that I could from that book. Like, I wanted to make sure I understood, or like I got everything from that book, which is why it took me a very long while to read it. So to the points. Point 1, figure out my North Star. This point I picked it up from Rowena. She's a YouTuber. And so your North Star, it's like your reason for living. It's like your reason for doing everything that you're doing. What is it that you want to do in this life? Because if you do not have something that you're working towards, then the chances of you falling from being productive are very high. Because when you don't have like a really good reason as to why you're doing what you're doing, so it's very easy for you to just drop it and just like leave it and move on to something else, which is probably sitting in bed all day and all night binge watching, because you do not have a reason to do anything else other than just exist. So figure out your North Star. This one I got from Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's to pair the things that you love doing with those that you'd much rather not do, but you know that it's very important for you to do them. So when you pair those two things together, then as you do this one thing that you do not like, you can look forward to doing something that you like. Or you can do something that you like and get out of it with such good vibes, great energy to do that which you do not like. Another point that is linked with this one is pairing something that is already in your system with that which is not in your system, but you'd like to incorporate it into your system. Does that make sense? Like, for instance, let's say you want to start learning about finances, and let's say you want to start learning about finances. There's tons of resources again online that you could use to learn about finances. Say YouTube, podcasts, audiobooks, let's say you want to start learning, and for you to start learning, you probably need to incorporate a habit that you do not already have at this moment. Let's say, for instance, say listening to a podcast that talks about finances, or listening to an audiobook about finances. Of course, you probably do some cleaning, you do dishes, or you cook. Then you can pair that habit of listening to an audiobook with a chore that you're doing, or maybe you go for walks to clear your mind, or for health purposes you can listen to a podcast or an audiobook, or vice versa. Like if you're already learning about finances but you'd like to become a little bit more healthier with walking or working out, you can listen to it as you work out. You can listen to it as you take a walk or jog. So the third point is waking up early. Because I noticed the days that I'm being productive, I usually wake up very early in the morning. But that one day that I decide to extend my sleeping by an hour or 30 minutes, I usually end up extending it by 2 hours or 3 hours. I'm pretty sure most of you can relate. And as soon as I make that decision not to wake up early, that like one morning, it's over for me. Like I'm just back in my rut again. So waking up early, and like, as much as it's really hard, like it's usually the hardest part. It's usually the hardest part of my productive days, or my productive like cycle. Like getting out of that warm bed to work out, it's usually it's usually my worst time of the day. But then as soon as I wake up early, I am able to get time to work out and to meditate. I usually have like the best days. So waking up early is probably something that is going to improve your consistency with being productive, or your consistency with the creating the habits or the life that you want to create. Because waking up early, it gives you like a little bit more time for you to do the things that you want to do, but you usually do not have time to do it. Plus, when I wake up when the sun is already out, again, they're not my best days, honestly. It just does not make sense, because I have really good days when I wake up early, but I don't want to wake up early. Like, what the hell, Catherine? What the hell? We both know what is good for you, but we do not want to do what is good for you. Yeah, like just try and wake up 30 minutes earlier, an hour earlier, 20 minutes earlier, and just like set it aside for that one thing that you probably want to start doing, but you don't usually get the time to do it. I think this can be paired with sleeping early at night, because I know as soon as I tell myself one more episode, that is the end. Because one more episode means one more hour that I could have spent sleeping, which means it's going to be very hard for me to wake up in the morning, because sitakuwa nimepata enough time to rest. Yeah, so wake up and try and wake up earlier. I mean, you've heard this 1,000 times, but it's so hard. One, we know it's going to be good for us, but it's so fucking hard. But I don't know, the things that are good for us are usually the hardest to do, like eating healthy. Yeah, but it's like as soon as you get into that rhythm for like a month, 2 months, 3 months, and I think it becomes a part of you such that it won't be easy to break out of that cycle of good habits. So you see, the times that I said I usually have like really productive days for like 2 weeks, I usually end up burnt out, and I think that is why it's so easy for me to like slip back again into a rut, because I'm tired, burnt out. And so when I look at those productive days, I've not set up any time to rest, and resting time is really important. Again, you've heard this 1,000 times, but it can be so hard to follow, especially when a time when you are extremely productive and you're just like doing things chap vile unafaa kuzifanya. It gets so hard for you to rest, because you just want to keep moving and moving and moving, because that feeling, or at least for me, that feeling of accomplishing things, of I take so much pride in doing things as they should be done, in doing things on time. I take so much pride in that, and so it gets, when I get into that cycle, it gets so hard for me to set aside some time to rest, because I just want to keep going. I just want to keep doing things and doing things and doing things. I think that is what makes me just drop from this being productive time, because I'm tired, because I just can't handle it anymore. So setting aside some time to rest is important, because it's time when you can re-energize, when you can, just like cool down from the hard work. The book that I'm reading currently, it's called The Power of Now. Most discoveries in science, in mathematics that were made, they were not made when these scientists were like deep in the lab just working and concentrating. These discoveries were made when they were relaxing and just like chilling, when they took a walk, so this explains like the importance of resting time. I'm pretty sure for most of us, or at least for me, my best ideas come when I'm not doing anything. I'm probably in the shower, or I am washing dishes. Tiny little fact, I don't consider washing dishes a chore. Like, I actually enjoy it, especially when I'm not like watching anything on YouTube, or I'm not listening to an audiobook, or I'm not listening to a podcast. Like, it's just me and water and soap and the dishes. Like, I enjoy it, and most of my ideas usually come at that time, which explains the importance of resting. Resting just doesn't mean taking a nap. It could be taking a nap, of course. It could be dissociating yourself from social media from people. It could be taking a walk. It could be basking in the sun. Just set aside some time for yourself to rest and just do nothing, or do something that you enjoy that does not require a lot of mental or physical energy. Yeah, rest, guys, rest. It's good for your health. So I realized that my brain will usually come up with excuses. Like that time when I've become like very, very productive, I just want to continue and continue and continue, and like just tick things off from my to-do list or my intentions for the day. My brain will always find an excuse not to do that which I need to do, especially in the morning, like waking up. I'm usually just going to find an excuse not to do that thing which I know I need to do, but I probably do not enjoy doing it. Does that make sense? So the fifth point is that I need to be conscious and realize when my brain is doing this, and then think about it and understand or try and find out what the deeper desire is, or what the deeper feeling is. Like, what am I trying to escape? Why don't I want to do this thing? Because your brain is going to come up with the stupidest of excuses. Like, let me just let my laptop charge for a minute as I enjoy this series, and then I can get back to working. Or some lame sometimes I'm actually going to start feeling pain right here. Well, I have a gut problem I'm still trying to treat, so I'm going to start feeling that pain when it was not even there in the beginning. And I think it's just my brain that is trying to run away from this task. So realizing what it is that you're running from, or why is it that you're running from that task, it's going to help you solve the real problem, the real issue as to why you're not being productive. If that makes sense. Because sometimes you probably just set the task at the wrong time. You probably put it in the afternoon where your concentration is probably not at its peak, and this is probably an activity that needs deep concentration. So your brain is going to look for an excuse for it not to work. Just find whatever it is that could be the problem. Or it could be you just do not like doing this, or you do not really see the need for doing it. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this episode of this podcast. Yeah, please like, share, comment. Tell me what it is that you'd like to hear on this podcast. Because as I started this podcast, I really I still want to build a community of Grownus people. And like for us, I wanted it to be a place where we can discuss growing up. Because what we thought growing up is, it's absolutely not, and it gets so hard. Because sometimes when you look at social media, you think of course we post our best days, our best moments. I'm not I'm the person who will probably overshare on social media. So even when things are not good, I'm probably going to just share. And it's not many of us who do that. And sometimes when I do that, and then I get a lot of judgment from it, then I start to think that I probably shouldn't share like my bad days on social media. But I don't think there's a problem with sharing my bad days on social media, because we post a lot of our good days and our good things. And so when people are just on social media, they think that they are the only ones going through shit alone. So I wanted Grownus to be a place for us to talk about those shitty days, or even just the good days. Because growing up is a task, like being a grown up, like transitioning from being a child, like being the person that was entirely dependent on their parents, and now you are completely independent, like you're the one who's taking care of your finances, of everything by yourself. It gets so hard. Sometimes you just do not know how to do these things, and sometimes all you need is either someone to show you the way to do it, or to just know that you're not the only one. Like, it's many of us who are trying to figure it out. So please guys, please share, comment. I mean, just tell me what it is that you're struggling with, or you're enjoying being a grown-up, or just growing up, transitioning from being a child to being an adult. Share, so that we can all see that we are not alone, because many of us were going through it. That was the whole point of this podcast in the first place. Yeah, so you can share to give you a little direction. Well, you can share about really anything, but if you have any like tips on being consistent and productive, you can share, you can comment. If you are struggling with being consistent and being productive, you can share una struggle aje, or with what exactly are you struggling with being consistent with your work, or with hanging out with friends, or like just please share. Working out, with reading, share, so that we can talk about it and hopefully find a solution for it. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. I love you. I really do. Bye. Catherine, this video is not about what you like and what you do not like. It's about consistency and productivity. Are we together? Yeah, so I was saying,